Welcome to the jungle. We're so glad you came. Welcome to the jungle. I don't know my name. Welcome to the jungle. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to my video, a review of Lego Ninjago the movie. My son rarely suggests movies that he wants to watch with me, and that's one thing that I really enjoy doing with my kids is just watching movies and seeing their reaction and showing them things that I really like. He really likes the Ninjago franchise, and if you don't know, basically it's how to describe it. It's Lego, and they have these characters which are ninjas, and each ninja has its own mech suit, basically, which I think comes from this movie. And the if you've seen the Lego movie or the Lego Batman movie, you know what kind of humor we're dealing with here. And I liked it. It's really my kind of humor, but I think ultimately it's kind of weird that we have decided that Lego as a franchise can make creative movies because Lego clearly is this company that wants to make money. It's like I don't think that I'm not sure it's an evil company. I don't think it's like Google or Meta or whatever or X. I don't think it's a corporation on that level, but I would say if we talk about the influence it has on the world is probably bigger, right? Because it influences the youth and it's been influencing people since I was growing up. And I I liked the movie and I think that it's kind of my style of humor. There the cast does a good job. So Dave Franco plays Lloyd Garmagon, and there's other characters, but it's mostly the relationship between Garmadon and his dad. Justin Theroux plays Lord Garmadon, who is like this evil kind of warlord guy. And there's this kind of I'm gonna spoil the movie a little bit, but there's this kind of thing where to so Garmadon keeps on invading the city of Ninjago, and people are really tired of it, especially his son, because his son is one of the ninjas that's constantly fighting with his dad. So his uncle, who's also his dad's brother, tells him about this ultimate weapon. So this ultimate weapon can be used to destroy Garmadon. But it turns out to be a laser pointer, and the laser pointer summons this cat. And the cat. So it's kind of like it's a bit of a plot hole because the cat, when it arrives, is treated as like this monster, like a la Godzilla, but much, much cuter. But then they know that it's a cat because there's some characters that don't know the monster is a cat, and some characters that like towards the end they all know that it's a cat, which is really weird because I don't know, like I noticed that there were like Lego cats, so I don't know if that's a plot hole or not. It seems to be a little bit of a plot hole. And I really liked the idea that your destruction would be a cat. And I think that the problem, not huge problem, but there's a little bit of problem where sometimes the cat is real and sometimes it's CGI, or maybe it's not CGI. It's just the cat is like inserted into CGI so it looks off a little bit. So I think that it would be, I don't know how you would do it, but if they had done that effect a little bit better, it would have been better. Plus, the cat was always being destructive, which, cats not are not always destructive. Sometimes they sleep. They sleep a lot. So it would be funny if you had the cat just randomly sleeping in different places, and that was causing a lot of problems to the residents of Ninjago. But I guess the question is not whether I liked it, because this is clearly not for me, but whether my son liked it, who is a big Ninjago fan. In fact, he had one of these mech suits. He had the one for the Kai. He had the Kai mech suit, and I built it with him one Christmas morning. So yeah, we built it together, and it was in his room for a couple of years, and I think it's probably still in his Lego somewhere. So did he like it? He didn't really like it. He thought that the series is much better, and I don't think I'm gonna go and watch this series because I have other things too that I'm more interested in watching. But yeah, um, so he didn't like it. I think the one other thing that I want to comment on, because probably I'm not going to do like a separate Lego review, is I, as I mentioned, Lego was a part of my childhood too. So probably Lego has been around and popular since the 1970s, maybe even before, until now. So it's been popular almost 50 years as a toy. But I think the thing that, on the one hand, is good, but on the other hand, is bad, is that the Lego now is all connected to sets, right? And instead of using your imagination to build like a tank or a car or a plane or whatever, you have like a set of instructions, and then you build a Lego mech suit, or you build a Lego Ferrari, or you build Lego flowers. And I know that there are people who, they come up with their own Lego models and they build them, and that's like a hobby. But I think the the thing that I think is lacking in the current generation of Lego is just blocks, different blocks that you can do different things with, and you don't have to be so focused on building like one set, right? And I think obviously when kids, especially my son, he was not playing with the mech suit all of the time. He had like a bunch of other Lego, because he had two generations of Lego, like his mom's Lego and then his Lego. And that's also great, where you have like, probably there'll be like families that have 3 or 4 generations of Lego, and it will all go in the box. Yeah, I think eventually the sets will break apart, and then you just get pieces that you can do things with. But I think you should start with the pieces and be creative, and then move into the sets. And I think that's something that maybe Lego is lacking. Yeah, I had a chance to work for Lego once, in their marketing department in the country where I live, but I decided not to do that. And I think that was a mistake. Because, come on, you work for Lego. That's awesome, right? Working for Lego. Yeah. All right. What do you think about this movie? If you've seen it, and if you haven't seen it, what do you think about Lego? Do you like the sets? Do you like the direction they're going, where they have these really expensive and cool sets with thousands of blocks? Or do you think it should be, you like me, a little bit more creative and freer? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you want, if you appreciate what I do, if you appreciate my reviewing style, please give me a subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of March. And yeah, that's all. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.